Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about the noise in the background. I'm at a new location today. I didn't have room for all 7 toolboxes that I recently bought at a local estate auction. So I have a couple at a different property, and they are building houses around me right now, so there's nail guns going off. But this is one of the 7 I bought. I paid I paid $425 for this box. All in, it was like $501 and some change. I did not go look at this in person. They did not have an in-person preview. It's been about 2.5 months since I bought this, and I'll be honest, I don't remember anything that's in this box. So when we go through it, it's going to be just as much of a surprise for me as it is for you. This box is straight out of a barn. It's really dirty. This thing's been sitting in the dirt for quite a while. You can just see like the finger grab there is just caked with dirt behind it. So I assume that the tools in the top will be very dirty. The ones in the drawers will probably be preserved. All right, starting off in the top, on the top back here, I think we got a cow magnet. We have an older Craftsman handbook of taps, dies, threading accessories. Got another book in here. Oh, this is actually the owner's manual for this tool chest, or tool chest like this. I did buy another one from that auction that looks a lot like the one back here, but it does not have the commercial badges on it. That one's still in this garage. We'll do that one probably next week or the week after. Another little handbook here. And then we get into the tools. All right, on this edge we have a 1/4" Craftsman ratchet in here. This is a newer style one. That one's not even that old. Got another one down here. This is also a newer version. And then we have a rail. I'll take that out here. I'm standing on a little step stool because I can't get all the way to the top of this box. Okay, so first up in this front row, looks like we have some SK 1/4" drive sockets. This one's a Craftsman, but this looks like SK. Can't quite tell what this one is. I do not have my glasses with me today. This is a Pennis Corp. So there's going to be certain things I can't see. This is Pennis, this is SK, Craftsman. But I can already see back here, we got Craftsman, and then we got Snap-on. We got 7/32 Snap-on, 1/4", 9/32. And then we have another one here, 11/32, a 3/8, and then we go Craftsman the rest of the way. But nice little surprise there, having a half dozen Craftsman sockets. They are on the Hanson socket trays, which is nice as well. And then there's just another Craftsman socket back here. So that covers this side. We'll go over to the other side here. Looks like a bit more junk on this side. This looks SK, 1/2" drive. And then there's just like some nuts and bolts in here. So I won't pull those out. There's a file in here. This looks like a pin of some sort, probably to a piece of machinery. This is off of a farm, so that's likely to some sort of piece of machinery. I have a square in here, pretty dirty, not seen, well, I can't even see the markings on it. Definitely can't see a name on it. And then we'll move into the sockets here. We got, looks like Craftsman back here. Oh, we got some corn in there. So definitely had its fair share of mice in here, I'm sure. There might be some, might be a mouse house or two in the drawers. These are older 3/4" Craftsman sockets. All those are 3/4". And got some more back here. These are not 3/4, these are back to 1/2" SK. This is a Williams, that's a Williams. Right. Some, looks like all these are Craftsman. There's a Proto Challenger. This here is another SK, Craftsman, and Pennis. We've got a 3/8 Craftsman extension. Oh, we got a little 1/4" drive breaker stuck down in there. Looks like a no-name plastic handle. We have a couple speed ratchets, or speed wrenches, whatever you'd like to call them, I guess. And then we have breaker bar here. We have a SK Wayne 1/2" breaker bar. We have a sliding T-handle breaker bar. It's in a Craftsman version, 1/2-inch drive. It's in pretty good shape, a little dirty, but got an adjustable. This is made in Taiwan. Let's see here. This looks like a Bonnie, and I hate to say it, guys, but I don't know if I'm focusing today as far as like, I don't know if the camera's focusing because I don't have my glasses on and I can't always see how focused it is through the camera. Here's a Proto SK, and here's an old Craftsman. Look at the old logo on that one. A little beat up on the end. The ball is all mashed. This probably would barely hold a socket. Another SK socket in there. We have a Mac swivel socket in here. And we have a Craftsman universal adapter. We have a Wright 3/8 drive extension, a no-name extension. But then I saw we have a little treat down here. We have a snap-on, I don't know what that says, TM711 maybe. We got a 1/4-inch drive. It's a 1/4-inch drive flex head ratchet. I did try it. It's completely froze up, but a lot of times just taking them apart and cleaning them will free them up again. Worst case scenario, I buy a rebuild kit. I think Snap-on usually sells them for like 15 bucks. I'll pay 15 bucks to fix that one all day. Very front edge of the box here, we have a rail of 1/2-inch sockets. All these are Craftsman. Well, this one is a Pencraft. This is a Fleet. This looks like an Indestro. Another Pennis. This looks like a Husky maybe. Craftsman. And then on the back row, Craftsman, Proto, Craftsman, SK, Craftsman, and then it looks like a spark plug. Oh no, it's not. That's a spark plug socket. And the very last thing in the top of this box is a set of these hex wrenches or hex bits. A couple are broke, one's missing. I don't really see a brand name. There's a Blackhawk on that one. They could be Blackhawk. I do see Blackhawk on 3 or 4, but half of them are missing or broken. But that'll finish off the top. Not a bad start. A lot of good sockets, 2 good ratchets, especially that Snap-on. Even if it's locked up for now, it's in really good shape. Almost 97% of our viewers are not subscribed. Become a subscriber today. It really helps out the channel. Thank you. So moving on to the top left drawer. Looks like just some miscellaneous stuff. We got a X-Acto style knife in there. I don't know if it's X-Acto brand. I'm not seeing a brand on any of it, but oh yeah, I do see X-Acto on the back of that handle. And then just looking on the surface here, some X-Acto blade packages, a spark plug, and just some complete miscellaneous. Oh, here's a scribe. Kind of a nice find. Those are almost always missing out of the squares. Moving on to the top middle box drawer. We got nut drivers and screwdrivers. Craftsman brand on most of them. Got some hex wrenches. Got a little offset 4-way Craftsman screwdriver. And then we got one of these guys. This is what they called their automatic nut driver. I've never used one before. I don't know if they work or how well they work. I've come across a number of them. Here's a spanner wrench back here. I see a name on it, but I can't make it out. Not a bad drawer. Top right side, got some battery terminal cleaners. We do have another like X-Acto knife down there, but for the most part it looks like battery terminal cleaners and just some miscellaneous. Top full drawer. We got some circuit testers in here. Old pencil. hex keys, some ratcheting wrenches made by Craftsman. These are the standard SAE. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably the whole set. So 5 of those in there. Got an old box cutter, utility knife. Kind of a cool shape on it. Got that fish tail end on it. Don't see a brand. It was probably right there at one time. It's got some real miscellaneous stuff in here. Little putty knife. Not 100% sure what this is. I know I've seen things like this in the past that have been fuse pullers. I think it's actually right in here. It says something electric. I can't make it out. Maybe you can on the camera, maybe you can't. Got a part of a distributor wrench. Just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Got a little ratcheting hex. That's different. A lot more miscellaneous. Oh, here's some of the hex sockets that would probably go with it. And then we have an impact driver. I don't know if it's missing a piece here. I've never seen one with that open right there. Just on the surface, I don't see a brand name on that one. And that's pretty much it for the top full drawer. We dropping down to the second full drawer. Over here we have some gapping tools, feeler gauge gapping tool combination. This is made by KD. This is Eklund, X wrench, X keys. Got a drill chuck, some more gapping tools here. Looks like that was made by Dunlop. Another one here, KD. Or no, that's not KD. It's Castar. Feeler gauges. Got an old tape measure in here. Evans, white tape. It's 100-foot. I believe this is a hose clamp pliers. Probably, well, it's Calvan. I was going to say probably KD, but it's Calvan. Number of spark plugs in here. We got a magnet, 5/16 by 1/4 Craftsman open end wrench. Craftsman set of feeler gauges. Got a little pouch here with ignition wrenches. These are Dunlop brand. Also has a little file set in here. Looks like it's missing one for sure, but I don't know if someone replaced these with Craftsman. I know Dunlop and Craftsman were both sold at Sears, but all the wrenches in here are Craftsman brand. And we have the pouch they probably came out of right here, so they probably were switched. Oh, well, of course, there is a bunch more of them down in the drawer here. Is this a Dunlop? Okay, yeah, these are the Dunlop. These are like the stamped steel style. But a bunch of ignition wrenches in here. Here's a Thorson. Bunch of spark plugs. I do have a little Sears branded bent nose needle nose in there. We have another needle nose, Craftsman. That's the long needle nose. It's like the mini pliers. We have a knife down here. There's a pocket knife. It says American Eagle. Wait, no. It says American Blade. AB. It's an AB7. Got a Craftsman nut driver down here. Got some vacuum line plug off tips. Couple sockets. And got one of these little wrenches here. I forget. This is a proto. I forget if they also call this like a spanner wrench, some sort. These are handy to have when you need them. That's for sure. And a lot of times I find them in these tips are like ground down. These have never been touched. So this one, definitely be keeping that one. Here's some more tips, probably for that impact driver that was in the last drawer. Old little wrench here. That sort of finishes off this drawer though. And bottom drawer of the top box. Starting here, we have some shears, solid state shears. We've got a Craftsman slip joint. Can't quite make out if it has a brand on that one. Looking for a brand on this one. I don't see a brand on this. Tongue and groove pliers. Here's a diamond. The M16, is it supposed to have a bent nose on there? I honestly think it might, because most of them don't start with the M. So that one might be a style where it's actually bent and somebody didn't bend it on their own. This is a no-name. Here's a little 6-inch Craftsman, missing a little chrome, but still come in handy. Likely a no-name needle nose here. Got an old vice grips. This is the DeWitt Peterson curved nose, curved jaw. Got a half a pliers in there. Got an old fencing pliers. I think they would consider these fencing pliers. This is a Diamond brand. Pretty good shape. A lot of times the hammer end here is just mushroomed out really bad. What do we got here? Herb. We have an H. Booker little set of side cutting dikes, whatever you want to call them. This one looks to have a name on it, but it looks like it's Taiwan. Then we have what I think is a nipper. I don't think it's a nail puller, but it could be. I know some of these are nail pullers, some are nippers. This is a Diamond brand. It's in pretty good shape. The jaws look like they're in really nice shape. So that's actually a pretty nice find in here. Got a small set of shears here. Old crusty slip joint down in here. Another slip joint here, no name. Got a set of needle nose. So I can't quite tell if it's focused here, but it does say Germany on there. And we just have some miscellaneous junk and another battery cleaner. And a little scissors of some sort. So that's everything in the top box. Bottom box. Got some Vaughan hammers in here, some Vaughan ball peens. Looks like we got a 3-piece set of those. Got what looks to be about a 3-pound sledge. Got a folding ruler here, a Lufkin. Another ball peen. And then random hammer head back here. Looks like a homemade brass hammer. We've got a Craftsman 9/16 by 1/2 inch. And then just some random stuff in there. Second drawer. All right. Now, I do remember seeing this in the photos, obviously full of wrenches. I will not go through all of them, but we have a 1 1/4 Craftsman. Got some Dunlop. Well, at least that one's a Dunlop. This is a Select Steel, which is, I believe, a industrial brand. Might have a set of those. We have an SK double box. This looks like it's probably a no-name, but it is made in the USA. Got a Taiwan hammer in here. We do have a snap-on 6-point down here. It looks like it's well worn on the box end, or just beat on a few times. But a lot of Craftsman wrenches in here. Here's a 15-degree offset box wrench. Some True Craft. Some more Craftsman. I do like this style of box wrench. Got some pretty big open-end wrenches in here. Got some no-name, some Husky, Dunlop again. But maybe if I took them all out, there's a set of Craftsman wrenches or something like that in here. SK Electrolyte. Got some old wrenches in here. Then we got some old adjustables in here. A couple different sizes. But yeah, we don't need to go through wrench by wrench. Another set of screwdrivers. Look like they bought the moldy ones. These are the ones that decompose, the Craftsman. Well, I mean, there's other brands that decompose as well, but most people can smell what this drawer smells like. And yes, it does smell like that. It smells like the janitor just came into your third grade classroom and spread all that orange sawdust on the floor. There's a Peerless stubby. Another Peerless flat tip. There were some Peerless screwdrivers in another box we went through a few weeks back. So most of the screwdrivers in here are looking to be Craftsman. I want to do a video on cleaning these handles up. I think I have a few different methods that'll clean them up and make them look basically like new again. Here's a little push screwdriver. There's a push, I think that's a push drill. But a lot of crusty screwdrivers in here. Like the wrenches, we don't need to go through them all. Okay, we got a drawer full of punches. Blue Line. Got some different brands in here. Proto, Dayton, Blue Line, Craftsman. So quite a few different brands of punches, chisels, alignment tools, some carriage bolts. 29 cents. I wonder how old that package is. 29-cent carriage bolts. So pretty good drawer. A lot of usable stuff in here. Bottom drawer of the bottom box. Okay, we have impacts in here. Okay, we got a 1/2-inch Chicago pneumatic impact. I think that is also the same brand. Impact socket here, a 3/4-inch drive. That's a right, another right, another right, right, right. So a whole bunch of right, 3/4-inch, another one. So I'm just going to assume they're all made by Right. Pretty nice to have a set of 3/4-inch impacts. So apparently this one was sold at Farm and Fleet. This is not a Right. This is a True Craft. I'm not sure what this is. Looks like you put a T-handle through it. There's a random sledgehammer head back here. And then under here, got a set of bits for an air hammer. Then some miscellaneous. There's a destro socket back there. Some miscellaneous in there. Sorry if I seemed a little rushed today. Just had limited phone space, had limited battery. I'm at a remote location. I didn't even intend on shooting this video today. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.